Good evening and welcome to the news. I'm Dinesh Friendly. Here are today's top stories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrates Diwali with security forces at Lepcha in Himachal Pradesh. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar directs circulation and publication of reports on 3 new bills. Roy Kuparsan Rem elected as the new Hunyotrep Youth Council President. And the Festival of Lights, Diwali, is being celebrated with traditional fervour and gaiety. And AITC Rajabala MLA Dr. Mizanur Rahman Kazi demands a separate district in Garo Hills. The news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday celebrated Diwali with security forces in Lepcha, Himachal Pradesh. In a social media post, Modi said spending Diwali with the country's brave security forces has been an experience filled with deep emotion and pride. He said, away from their families, these guardians of the nation illuminate our lives with their dedication. The Prime Minister said the courage of the security forces is unwavering. He said, stationed in the toughest terrains, away from their loved ones, their sacrifice and dedication keep people safe and secure.
आज दुनिया में जिस तरह के हालात हैं, उसमें भारत से अपेक्षाएं लगातार बढ़ रही है। ऐसे अहम समय में ये बहुत जरूरी है कि भारत की सीमाएं सुरक्षित रहें, देश में शांति का वातावरण बना रहे और इसमें आपकी बहुत बड़ी भूमिका है। भारत तब तक सुरक्षित है जब तक इसकी सीमाओं पर हिमालय की तरह अटल और अड़ीग ये मेरे जांबाज साथी।
Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar has directed the circulation and publication of the reports of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanitya 2023, the Bharatiya Nagarik Suraksha Sanitya 2023 and the Bharatiya Saksha Bill 2023. These reports were submitted by the chairman of the department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Home Affairs, Brij Lal. The 3 bills are aimed at replacing the Indian Penal Code 1860, Code of Criminal Procedure 1973 and the Indian Evidence Act 1872. They were introduced in the Lok Sabha in August this year. The Hunyotrep Youth Council new Central Executive Committee is all geared up to push for the pending demand of implementing ILP, taking up issues of 44% reservation for ST in central universities, interstate boundary issues and the issue of drug menace among many others. Speaking to reporters soon after the oath-taking ceremony of the newly elected CEC of the HYC, the new HYC President Roy Kuparsan Rem said that it is a tough road ahead for the organization.
Road ahead. A lot of issues we have seen you before also raising. So what are the areas that you have really push on?
It is a tough road ahead for the organization. Of course, during the last 9 years, in which since the inception of HYC, the main issues are ILP. Of course, it's a long pending demands of our organization. Of course, we have been able to pressurize the government to pass the resolution, but we understand that resolution is only a way forward. The resolution is not the result that we want. What we want is that the state government should put its foot down and pressurize the central government, the MHA in particular, that the resolution that was passed by the state assembly, it should the central government should accept that resolution. So we know that it's a tough way ahead, but as our organization, we think, we understand that as a community, it has been a long fight for our community, even to get the resolution passed in the state assembly. So it's been 2 or 3 years now since the resolution has passed, and the new CEC Act, once we sit during the first officially FSCs, he will decide our way forward.
The Festival of Lights, Diwali, is being celebrated across the country with traditional fervour and gaiety today. The festival, which marks the victory of good over evil, is celebrated by lighting up houses, temples and other public places. People also worship the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi, on the occasion. President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have greeted people on the occasion. In a message, the President said, Deepawali is a festival of joy and happiness, and it is celebrated to mark the victory of light over darkness, good over evil, and justice over injustice. The annual Eucharistic procession of the Shillong Archdiocese was held on Sunday. The grand event was held at the Cathedral of Mary Help of Christians in Lagnkra. In the morning, prayers were held, followed by the Holy Mass. The procession commenced from Calvary and followed a route through Dhanketi, Shillong to Jawai Road, Lagnkra Main Road, Don Bosco Square before returning to Calvary. Former Neothrep Youth Council President Robert Kharjarin on Saturday formally joined the United Democratic Party. Kharjarin, while addressing the media, said that he has a mission to continue working to preserve, protect and promote the state and its people, and since he has resigned as the president of the HYC, he intends to continue taking forward his mission through politics. He also said that ideologically he is very much inclined to the UDP and that it is the oldest and the largest regional party that has won the trust and confidence of the people.
Is to make sure that I contribute toward the protection, preservation and promote of the Neothrep people and the Meghalaya state as a whole. So with that same mission, with that same objective, as of now I have retired as a project group. So my intention is that to continue this mission forward, to take forward this mission which is there in my heart and in my mind through politics. Ideologically, I am very much inclined to the regional party. I am very much inclined to UDP, SDP and others party. So as of now, I'm in the UDP is one of the regional party, biggest regional party in the state, who has earned a lot of trust and confidence from the people.
The Ribhoi Youth Federation on Saturday felicitated 26 SSLC and HSSLC students who excelled in the 2023 MBOS examination. The grand ceremony was held at the District Library Auditorium Hall. Vincent H. Pala, MP of Shillong, was the chief guest in the program alongside Nongpo MLA Meryl Bonsi-Aim, Umsning MLA Dr. Celestine Lingdo, RBYF President Bipul Thangkyu and other distinguished leaders from Ribhoi district. The students received certificates and cash awards, fostering encouragement for their pursuit of higher education, an integral goal. While addressing the students, Dr. Celestine Lingdo encouraged them to do well in their studies and thanked the RBYF for the initiative.
Maukendam iba fikir, wat hun ba pilayo hapo ka higher secondary school mo, arts, science, commerce, pilayo 90%, 80%, kadaitan ka jeans da. Nang ne sakmat, kadai kata ka real education lane kalentiya ka basisya ka ba pili banle. Pili bantri sistem kam jure susu. Tena kalian kejongan nga apil ya ka RBYF ro na kawai ka por sa kawai ka por kamtam se live na sa upnai shua ka final exams mo lora hila banle ki kenja coaching kamtam ki bayale matric ki bayale class 12 ki coaching centers kamtam ki kena jongi sport memory boy ki kamtelot ka mas.
On Saturday, a motor vehicle accident occurred at Sabah Muswang when a scooty that was travelling towards Clariat collided with a Mahindra Bolero pickup coming from the opposite direction. Tragically, the driver of the scooty suffered a fatal injury and was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver has been identified as Pinhoy Lang Sayu from Klemuchat, Shangpung. Following the incident, necessary formalities were carried out and the deceased body was transported to Civil Hospital, Yalong. AITC Rajabala MLA Dr. Mizanur Rahman Kazi has demanded a separate district in Garo Hills, stating that people have to travel over 100 kilometers to reach West Garo Hills district capital Tura. Dr. Kazi said a new district carved out of West Garo Hills district will help the people. He demanded a separate district from Mahendraganj to Tikrikila, which will also include constituencies like Selsela, Phulbari and Rajabala as well. He said in view of the initiative of the state government to bring the administration closer to the people, this demand should be met as early as possible.
Demands from the NGOs, from the inhabitants of that area, and I feel that government should really consider to create a separate district for that area. So keeping that in view, and there has been time and again there has been a lot of pressure and demand from the plain belt area to create a separate district for them. It is not exactly the plain belt of Meghalaya, it includes the hillside also. What I mean to say is from Mahendraganj to Tikrikila, that including that belt, I think there is a huge need of a district to bring the administration closer and to bring the development to the people. So time and again there has been demands from the NGOs, from the inhabitants of that area, and I feel that government should really consider to create a separate district for that area. If you consider from Tikrikila to Tura, it is around 110 kilometers. From Rajabala, it is around 70 to 80 kilometers. So, to go to the headquarters, to travel around 100 kilometers or odds, it becomes difficult.
External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar on Saturday embarked on a visit to the United Kingdom with an aim to review various aspects of bilateral ties. During the visit, Dr. Jaishankar will be holding discussions with his counterpart Foreign Secretary Sir James Cleverly and will meet several other dignitaries. The Ministry of External Affairs said India and the United Kingdom have a growing bilateral partnership. Both countries share a warm and thriving relationship. The India-UK Comprehensive Strategic Partnership was launched in 2021 along with the India-UK Roadmap 2030. And now for a quick look at the weather. The maximum temperature was 21.6 degrees Celsius with the minimum temperature at 11 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 51%, rising to 66% in the evening, with the weather forecast telling us dry weather is most likely. And now for a quick recap of today's headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi celebrates Diwali with security forces at Lepcha in Himachal Pradesh. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar directs circulation and publication of reports on 3 new bills. Roy Kupar Sinrem elected as the new Hanuthrep Youth Council President. The Festival of Lights, Diwali, is being celebrated with traditional fervour and gaiety. And AITC Rajabala MLA Dr. Mizanur Rahman Kazi demands separate district in Garo Hills. That's all the news we have today. Thank you for watching. We'll be back same time tomorrow. Have a good evening.